Hey, welcome to the Christian Media Marketing Show. My name is John. I am honored that you have chosen to download or click to watch, however, you are partaking of this week's episode, whether it's the podcast or the YouTube video show. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I hope it's going to be a benefit for you. I hope that it is information that is timely and relevant and helping you in the mission that God has given to you to make his son known. All of this process of the renewal of all things through Jesus and through him only. And that's what we're trying to do. And so we're utilizing technology and tools and marketing and whatever to try to make Jesus known. And I hope that, just what I'm going to share with you today will be a benefit. Possibly in your accounts, you have received an email or a notification if you're doing any kind of ads on Meta. And so Facebook or Instagram types of ads. And that's what I want to talk to you about today because there is a new type of authentication, a new approval process that is happening. And it's just a peer approval process. And so I want to walk through that with you, let you know that we are testing it, some of the things that we're looking for, and then I'd love to hear from you in the comments if you're on the YouTube, or you can email, send us messages, however you'd like to do that. But I would love to hear what you're seeing through this process. So let's dive into it a little bit. This whole idea of peer approval, you may have received an email from Meta with this following notice here. And it's saying here that they're trying to lock down accounts, keep things from unauthorized access, especially people when they do hack into accounts. Many times the first things they do is to start putting out all sorts of fraudulent ads and charging things to your credit card there. And so they have this peer approval process, and it is ones that you can choose then what level of protection that you want. There is the default protection, which is only suspicious ads requiring approval. There is extra protection. So this includes the default protection, but also requires that every ad needs approval before it can run. And then there's custom protection, includes default protection and requires approval of any ad published above a budget you choose. So there's three options here: default, extra, and custom. And you may not have received this email, and I'll share more about that in just a minute. But if you have, or as you begin to look into this, some of the thinking for us as we've gone into this, one, I appreciate Meta doing this. They need to do better on the whole faking accounts and people taking over other people's accounts and the whole spams that are out there, and this ad account is saying you've broken these rules and you need to reply or whatever. Like, they're using the same tactics over and over and over. You would think that their AI could catch that. But I'm thankful for anything that they're trying to do to make things safer for users and for those of us who are advertising on there. The things that we've noticed recently was that the AI began to flag a lot of ads and accounts and a lot of things. And I did a podcast about this just a few weeks ago. And this was the whole reason behind watching out the words you use of you and all sorts of things. So with that taking place, there seems to be a renewed emphasis using AI to look at some of these accounts. So what we decided to do was on many of them was to leave it on the default protection because we wanted to see which ads get flagged as being suspicious, or to just kind of see what was going on. So for us, it gives us protection, but also information as well. It just gives us insights because there are so many ads and so many ad accounts that we are helping run. It gives us, we think, a broader picture about what really is going on out there. Now, we did turn on extra protection on some of our accounts, and we want to be able to compare and contrast this. And so that's why we did that. Some of the ones that we directly run. So this is Discover Jesus initiatives, or ones like that, we've turned on the extra protection. For other ones, if somebody asks us for a team that we serve, of course we'll turn it on. We'll do whatever they ask. But we think the default right now isn't a bad option here. And so that's what we've left it on for most of these accounts. If you are going through and you haven't received this email, or you don't remember receiving it, or maybe you already deleted it because you thought it was spam, you can go to the Security Center. And the thing is that what we're hearing is that this feature itself hasn't been rolled out to every ad account yet. So go to your business portfolio info area and click on Security Center. And so if it's been rolled out to you, you will find a card on the right for peer approval. And this is where you can set up that ad account approval process, that ad account security. There'll be a button there where you can hit manage. Now, peer approval is managed at the ad account level itself. So you can choose which of your ad accounts in the business portfolio to manage. So let's say you have 5 ad accounts, 5 different credit cards, 5 ad accounts based upon the affinity area that it's running, or maybe whatever it might be. However you have your ad accounts broken down, you can choose different peer approval levels depending upon which ad account you choose to use there. And so if you have this and it's been rolled out already, then you will notice that it will say this is on at the default protection level. And so you can select the ad account. That will be the ad account name there. You can choose that. And then you can also go down there and select which people to approve these ads. So this is where admins on your account, you can choose which ones that you want to be able to do that. Now, if you want a select third party type of person to have the ability to approve ads, and they already have access to the ad account, they will be listed there and you can choose them. All right. So even if it's somebody outside of your org, or like for us at Kavanah serving teams, our names might show up there. Now, if you have admins who are already approved for that, admins will already be selected to approve ads. All right. So if the person has administrative access, they're already going to be approved, and you can't change that unless you change someone's role to be not an admin. So if you've got 10 admins, then the approval process will go out to all 10 admins on your account. And if they don't want to be receiving these things, then they need to be taken off as an admin. If you want additional approval, then you can select that extra protection, and you can require an admin to approve any ads that you're putting out. And this might be what you want to do, that literally extra protection. So it has everything default has. In other words, an ad that's been flagged by their AI, but basically any person will click on it to go through any ad, then any person in your account who's an admin will be required, one of them, to approve it so that that ad will run. The final part of that is a custom protection. And the custom protection is based upon how much money. And so on your ad spend that you are doing, if you want a certain amount, whether that be a daily budget or a lifetime budget, and someone wants to spend more than that, then it requires admin approval. Well, then you can click on custom protection. This might be really good if you've had your account taken over before and they start spending a lot of money really quick on your credit card. This could be a way for it to stop that at a certain threshold that you have approved. Once you've gone through all of that, just click save to apply the changes to your account. And there you go. Voila. Your account has ad protection, admin level, peer approval that should provide some protection for your account and more protection for them. So good job, Meta, trying to do this. It will be interesting to see what gets flagged. To me, that's the really interesting thing here, to see if there is an uptick, to see which ads and what location, what ad accounts, what spend levels, All of these things to me are important variables that we are looking at. When it comes to data, that's one of the things that we are constantly trying to figure out is how do we look at past performance and predicting future performance? How do we look at what's happening in real time and be able to adjust that? That's going to be coming up. In fact, we have some software that we've been working on with partners of ours for quite a while now, and we're going to be sharing that really soon. Even before that, I'm going to share here on the podcast another tool that you can use to do somewhat of the same thing. You might want to just do this if you have a very simple ad account structure. Then what I'm going to be sharing with you really soon here, just in a couple weeks, will be potentially a free tool that you can use for that. If you have a larger one, if you want to see a lot of data, you want to be able to really analyze that, then we have a tool we're going to be releasing here on GitHub here in just a few weeks. And so I'm excited for that to be coming about as well. As always, if there's questions, things, if you are using this and you're learning things about this peer approval, let me know. We want to learn from you all, share what we're learning. That's what we believe. Knowledge should be free. And so we're trying to share that on the show. We'd love to hear from you as well. If you have questions, areas that you'd like to see teaching and training about, let me know on that as well. All right, until next time, keep pressing forward, keep doing all you can to make Jesus famous. Thank you for all that you do for the kingdom. Don't give up. Keep pressing forward. Take care and God bless.